Hello everyone, it's Paola. Welcome back to my channel. Hello! It's been a really long time. I think I put out my last video, which was an author interview in October, maybe November. And I really wanted to come back with a proper sit-down video. I just didn't know what that would be. But I think my top 10 books of 2021 is a good idea. I don't know if I'll do like a life update video soon. For now, just enjoy me talking about my top 10 favorite books of 2021. These are not books that were released in 2021. They're just books that I read in 2021. Number 10, Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me. This was written by Mariko Tamaki and the illustration was done by Rosemary Valero Connell. So Laura Dean keeps breaking up with Freddie, and in their most recent breakup, Freddie is grappling with the consequences of all these breakups. She's questioning if Laura Dean's the one with the problem or if Freddie herself is the one with the problem. I love this book. This is a very fun and queer coming of age story. It's kind of bittersweet, but mostly sweet. I found it to be very relatable, but most importantly, fun and sweet, even though Freddie has some like harsh lessons to learn. Number 9, Damaged Goods by TALIA Hibbert. This is a small town second chance pregnancy romance between Laura and Samir. The pregnancy is before she meets Samir. Before I go any further with this book, I would like to read the contents note. It says, please be aware this book contains descriptions of domestic abuse, intimate partner violence, and child abuse that may trigger some readers. Please keep in mind these trigger warnings if you do decide to read this book. This book is short, it's cute, it's hot. I definitely recommend this book. However, please keep in mind the content warnings that I gave at the beginning. Number 8, Calling in Black by Nicole Ramsey. This is an incredible book of poems. Very honest, funny, insightful, and I loved it. 2 pieces. You should definitely check it out. Number 7, You Will Soon Bloom by Andrea Lopez. This is another poetry collection, and this one begins with the author being in love with someone else, and it opens up about like pain that comes with falling out of love, and then like your journey or the author's journey to self-love. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. If I could compare it to anything, I would say it's like Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, but in poetry form. Number 6, I have Vivos se los llevaron by Andalucia K. Soloff, Marco Parra, and Anaí H. Galvis. So this is the graphic novel version of the events that unfolded in September 2014, where a group of 43 education students, 43 education students, is that what they're called? They were studying to become teachers, and they were on their way to a protest, and they were disappeared by the state. So humongous trigger warning for state violence, state terrorism, and, you know, disappearance and torture. Wow. This book comes with no sugarcoating, which is something that I really appreciate in nonfiction books. It was very hard to read. It was a teeny tiny graphic novel. I would say it's like 200 pages tops. But it's very raw, very heartfelt. It has a couple of conversations where the authors of the book talk to the parents of the students who were disappeared by the state, interviews and conversations with survivors of the government attack. I highly recommend this one. Number 5, The Mirror Season by Anna Marie McLemore. This is young adult magical realism about 2 sexual assault survivors who were assaulted at the same party. The thing that makes the story sort of go off is the fact that the boy survivor does not remember anything about the party. He just remembers that he was assaulted, or he knows that he was assaulted, and the girl knows everything that happened. She knows who assaulted them, what happened. It's a very graphic story, so another huge trigger warning for rape. This is very hard to read, but the thing that I love the most about this book is how hopeful it is. It has very dark moments, but it also has very light moments. It's kind of funny actually, and the cover is absolutely beautiful. So if you're in the mindset where you can read something like this, I would definitely recommend it. Number 4, Vulnerable AF by Tariona Ball. This is another poetry collection, and it's about like infatuation and love and heartbreak. I listened to this one on audio because the audiobook was available on the Listen Now section of NetGalley. Oh my god, it was fantastic. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Number 3, Make a Scene by Mimi Grace. I read this one with Adriana. We have a podcast together with our friend Marianne, and oh my god, this book, the more I think about it, the more I like it. This is a black romance book between Retta, who is a bakery owner, and Duncan, who is a boxing gym owner. They decide to start fake dating because Retta's cousin is getting married to her ex, Retta's ex, and she really does not want the family to be like on her case, asking her like if she's feeling okay, if she's over him, all this stuff. And Duncan agrees. This is so good. It's so foodie. This book made me so hungry with all the baked goods that Retta makes. There's another scene that lives rent-free in my mind. Like every time I think about something hot in a book, my mind thinks about this book. It's a scene at the gym where Retta and Duncan are like dry humping in his office. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's just so hot, sizzling with the smut. I love it. I loved it. Read it, please. Number 2, Love Scammed by Rilsey Adams. This is about like the blind date of all blind dates. Basically, Monet has been sort of like refusing to meet with this guy that her best friend is trying to set her up with because her best friend is not doing like a really great job at selling this guy to him, even though he's like a great catch. And so anyway, Monet thinks that she's going on a Valentine's Day trip with her best friend to Turks and Caicos, but it turns out that she's going with the guy that Monet's best friend has been trying to set her up with. You know, I never really understood what people meant by saying that a book was pure escapism, and then I read this book. Oh my god, it is like the perfect fantasy. I would love to live this one day. Again, it's Rilsey Adams. She can do absolutely no wrong, and this book needs to be adapted into a movie. Number 1, This Is How We Fly by Ana Meriano. My goodness, I love this book. So this is a loose Cinderella retelling where Ellen disobeys her stepmother, and so she is grounded for the entire summer. Lucky for Ellen, she is best friends with Melissa, and Melissa is like a very good kid in school. She gets good grades, she's not a party girl, parents love her, and so Melissa takes advantage of this, and she convinces Ellen's parents to let her hang out with her as long as Ellen does like housework, which is where the Cinderella thing comes in. And so Melissa and Ellen start spending a lot of time together because Melissa's boyfriend is part of the Quidditch team, and Melissa really wants Ellen to join. Now, before you click off this video and go like, Quidditch, Harry Potter, no, turf, scary, no. Let me stop you right there. This book is very intentional in not making the characters, any of the characters, actually huge Harry Potter fans. This book is, again, very intentional in its like, Quidditch is a sport. We can't deny the origin of the sport, but we fully reject J.K. Rowling's politics. This is completely anti-turf territory. We are gender inclusive. We fight for gender equality. Everybody is welcome here. Please, 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 please give this book a chance. I know Harry Potter is a very sensitive thing, and that's why I'm recommending this book, because this book's only reference to the Harry Potter universe is Quidditch, and it's about community, it's about finding love and family in the most unexpected places. It's so good. Please, 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 please check this out. I will be shouting about it till the day I die. It's so good. So good. Alrighty, I've been talking for like 40 minutes. Wish me luck on the editing process. yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what were some of your favorite books that you read in 2021. And yeah, if you haven't already and you'd like to, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll see you in another one soon. Bye!